6 lucky numbers to focus and get rich on Thursday, the 22nd of May. 2025 Buddhist Teachings. Have you ever wondered if numbers could be more than just digits on a calendar? Or if they could actually guide your energy, sharpen your focus, and align your life with greater clarity and prosperity? In today's fast-moving world, it's easy to chase after luck and wealth while feeling disconnected inside. But what if the true key to abundance wasn't about chasing more, but about aligning with the right energy at the right time? Welcome to The Journey of Wisdom, where we blend ancient Buddhist teachings with real-life insight to help you live more mindfully and more meaningfully. In this special video, we'll explore 6 powerful numbers that hold spiritual and symbolic meaning. Numbers that, when used with intention on Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, can help you refocus your energy, clear mental clutter, and create space for abundance to naturally flow. This isn't superstition, it's about living with awareness, tuning into the subtle energies that shape our inner world and, in turn, our outer reality. So whether you're hoping to unlock new opportunities, overcome obstacles, or simply move through the day with greater peace and purpose, these 6 numbers offer more than luck. They offer a path. Let's begin this journey inward, where fortune is not just found, but cultivated from the inside out. 1. 7. Enlightenment and inner wisdom. The number 7 holds deep symbolic power in Buddhist tradition and spiritual practice. It echoes the 7 steps that the Buddha took immediately after his birth, symbolizing the path toward enlightenment, insight, and awakening. In this way, 7 is not just a number. It's a gateway to clarity, a compass guiding us inward to unlock intuition and open the flow of fortune. When we mindfully focus on 7, especially on powerful days like Thursday, May 22nd of May, 2025, we align ourselves with energies that bring harmony, clear direction, and abundant blessings. To activate this connection, begin your day with a quiet morning meditation, softly repeating the word 7 with each breath. This simple practice grounds your energy and awakens your inner wisdom. As you do this, visualize a golden light surrounding you, representing the glow of clarity and divine guidance, gently illuminating your path. Keep the number close to you, whether written on a card in your wallet or set as a reminder on your phone, as a subtle cue to stay aligned with your higher purpose throughout the day. In the evening, end with a gratitude ritual where you repeat 7 as a mantra, giving thanks for at least 7 blessings you experienced that day. This practice not only attracts more abundance, but also trains your mind to see life's riches, even in the smallest moments. As the Dhammapada reminds us, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. In modern life, where distractions are constant and clarity is rare, focusing on symbolic practices like these helps us stay anchored in what truly matters: peace, mindfulness, and purpose. By integrating this ancient wisdom into your daily rhythm, you are not just hoping for luck. You are cultivating a fertile ground where prosperity and joy naturally blossom. 2. Number 66. Divine abundance and purpose. Let's talk about the powerful energy of the number 66 and how you can align with it to bring more abundance, clarity, and higher purpose into your life. Especially on Thursday, May 22nd, 2025. a day that holds unique energy for those walking the path of mindful living and conscious wealth. In Buddhist symbolism, the number 6 resonates with the 6 paramitas, or perfections: generosity, morality, patience, energy, meditation, and wisdom. When doubled to 66, this energy is not just amplified, it becomes a spiritual signal, reminding you that prosperity isn't just about material gain, but about aligning your life with deeper values. This number is a call to balance the inner world with the outer, where wealth flows not only from effort, but from intention, service, and virtue. Have you ever felt like your goals are just out of reach, not because you're not working hard, but because your heart isn't fully in alignment with your actions? That's where 66 comes in. On this special Thursday, try this simple practice. Sit quietly in meditation and visualize a golden river of light flowing through your body. Imagine it carrying compassion, courage, and clarity into every corner of your life. After that, take a small piece of paper, write down 7 blessings you're grateful for, and 11 dreams you deeply wish to manifest. Energize them by writing the number 66 at the top and place it under your pillow tonight. This symbolic act plants your intentions in the fertile soil of your subconscious, allowing them to grow while you rest. How would your life change if your goals were rooted in gratitude and guided by virtue? Let the number 66 remind you. True abundance is not just what we gather, but what we give, how we grow, and the peace we carry within. The lesson here is simple yet profound. Prosperity flows when our dreams are supported by gratitude and our actions are guided by purpose. So today, ask yourself, what am I creating and why? Let 66 lead you to the answers. 3. Number 17. Vision and spiritual guidance. On this Thursday, the 22nd of May, 2025, if you're someone seeking clarity, purpose, and even a bit of abundance in your life, let's talk about the number 17, a number that carries a quiet but powerful energy of vision and spiritual guidance. Now, you might be wondering, how can a number hold so much meaning? Well, when we look closely at the symbolism behind 17, it's made up of the number 1, which represents the divine spark, that seed of new beginnings, ambition, and the courage to take the first step, and the number 7, which is deeply rooted in spiritual growth, inner wisdom, and the quiet truth that often reveals itself in moments of stillness. Together they form 17, a number that speaks of aligned vision, a reminder that when we trust both our ambition and our spiritual depth, we begin to walk a path that is both purposeful and peaceful. It's like standing at a crossroads where your heart's desire and your soul's wisdom meet, and from there, real transformation begins. So, what does this mean for you personally today? Have you been searching for direction lately? Maybe unsure of your next step or feeling disconnected from what truly matters? 17 comes into your life like a gentle nudge, reminding you that your path is not random, and that every experience you've had has been quietly preparing you for something greater. The spiritual teaching hidden in this number encourages you to pause and look within, to reconnect with your deeper self. One beautiful practice for this is to wake up early and face the sunrise, even if just for a few minutes. As the light slowly stretches across the sky, imagine yourself stepping onto a new path, one that's illuminated by your own intention, guided not by fear but by clarity. Let that light represent a new beginning, a silent commitment to trust where life is taking you. And here's a small but powerful tip. Write or print the number 17 and place it somewhere you'll see it often. On your mirror, your desk, even as your phone wallpaper. Let it serve as a sacred reminder that divine timing is always at work, even when things feel slow or uncertain. Can you think of a moment when life seemed off track, but later turned out to be exactly what you needed? That's the kind of hidden grace the number 17 invites us to notice. It whispers that when we align with our true purpose, prosperity flows. Not always in the way we expect, but often in ways that feed both the heart and the soul. If you've made it this far, you're already aligning yourself with the powerful energy of Thursday, 22nd of May, 2025. These 6 lucky numbers aren't just numbers. They're tools to help focus your mind and invite abundance into your life. Comment "Lucky Path" below to show your commitment to this journey of mindful wealth. Stay with us until the end. There's still more insight ahead that could shift your fortune and deepen your understanding of Buddhist wisdom. 4. Number 3. Joyful expression and creativity. On Thursday, the 22nd of May 2025, the number 3 carries a special energy that aligns deeply with joyful expression, creativity, and the power of living in alignment with your true voice. In Buddhist understanding, this number reflects the spark of life, the kind that awakens when we allow ourselves to express honestly, laugh freely, and speak with integrity. It is not just about using your voice, but about trusting that your voice matters. In today's busy and often demanding world, where we are pulled in many directions and sometimes silenced by doubt or fear, the energy of 3 invites us to return to our natural state of joy and openness. It's a reminder that genuine happiness isn't found through possessions or status, but through self-expression that feels true to who we are. One simple and powerful practice for Thursday evening is the ritual of release. Write down one fear or limiting belief that blocks your expression, and as you gently say 3 aloud, visualize that fear leaving your heart and dissolving into the wind. This small act holds a big shift. It creates space for your inner truth to shine. And as you repeat the affirmation, "I trust my voice, I honor my joy," you're not just saying words, you are planting seeds of courage and light within your spirit. Let this number guide your actions, your conversations, and your intentions throughout the day. Maybe it's a good day to sing, to write, to share your thoughts with someone you love, or to finally express something you've held back for too long. Let joy be your guidepost, not a reward you wait for. When you follow joy, abundance in many forms begins to flow. In Buddhist teachings, authentic expression is an act of kindness, not just for yourself, but for the world, because when you shine, others feel safe to shine too. 5. Number 22. Transformation and breakthrough. Let's talk about the power of the number 22. A number that holds deep meaning when it comes to transformation and spiritual breakthrough. If you've been feeling stuck in life, or if you're standing at a crossroad between where you are and where you want to be, the number 22 acts like a sacred bridge, guiding you toward your ideal life. It's not just about luck or superstition. In Buddhist-inspired teachings, numbers can symbolize energy and intention. The number 22 encourages you to walk with courage into the unknown, to embrace spiritual growth, and to make bold transitions in your life. So, how do you actually use this in your daily practice, especially on a Thursday like the 22nd of May 2025, a day believed to be ripe? Start your morning with a simple but powerful visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself walking slowly and peacefully across a golden bridge, one that connects your current life to a more fulfilled version of yourself. What do you see on the other side? Hold on to that vision. Next, carry the number 22 with you, maybe written on a piece of paper in your wallet or set as your phone background, as a subtle but constant reminder of the path you're choosing. Finally, take a moment today to write down 3 life changes you deeply desire. They can be small or big, personal or professional. As you write each one, repeat the number 22 softly, letting it anchor your intention into your heart. This isn't magic, it's mindfulness. It's about focusing your energy, aligning your mind, and acting with clarity. What would your life look like if you truly believed that transformation was not only possible, but already beginning? The lesson here is simple. Transformation starts when you dare to step forward, when you align your thoughts with purpose, and when you honor the small signs the universe offers. Let 22 be your number of power, a reminder that your next chapter begins the moment you decide to cross that bridge. 6. Number 9. Completion and momentum. Dear friend, as you wake up to the energy of Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, I invite you to take a moment and connect with something deeper, something beyond just tasks and to-do lists. Today, we focus on a powerful number from both symbolic tradition and spiritual practice, the number 9. In many spiritual systems, 9 represents completion, a sense of wholeness, and the movement toward higher purpose. It is the number of momentum, like a wave that's already rising, ready to carry you forward if you're willing to ride it. Have you ever felt like you're on the edge of a breakthrough, like everything you've worked for is about to click into place? That's the essence of 9. It's when ambition doesn't just chase material wealth, but begins to align with something greater, a calling, a meaning that lifts not only you but everyone around you. So, how can we work with the energy of 9 today? Begin your morning with a simple breathwork practice. Close your eyes, breathe in deeply, and as you exhale, imagine a warm golden light filling your body. This isn't just imagination. It's a way to reset your nervous system, awaken your awareness, and create sacred space in the day ahead. Now, take a pen and write down 3 bold goals, not safe goals, but ones that make your heart race just a little. Then, under each goal, write down 9 specific actions you can take toward making it real. Why 9? Because this is not about wishful thinking. It's about forward movement, grounded in mindful effort. What would your life look like if you really committed to those steps? Not just once, but again and again, like tending a fire with love and care. And here's something unusual but powerful. Throughout your day, especially during key moments where you feel indecisive, anxious, or excited, softly repeat the word 9 to yourself. This isn't magic, it's mindfulness. It anchors you to your intention. It reminds you that you are not randomly drifting, you are consciously participating in the unfolding of your life. In Buddhist thought, we often speak of right effort, energy that is neither forced nor lazy, but balanced, steady, and clear. Working with the number 9 in this way is one path toward right effort. It invites you to reflect, Where in your life do things feel unfinished? And what would it take to complete them, not just on the outside, but with inner peace? How can you allow your ambitions to serve something bigger than just personal success? Thank you for spending time with us today as we explored the 6 lucky numbers for Thursday, May 22nd, 2025, through the lens of Buddhist wisdom. Your presence here means a lot, and it's an honor to walk this path with you. If something in today's video resonated with you, feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you're new, simply say, "I am a seeker," and if you've been with us for a while, write, "I walk the path." Every comment is a reminder that we're building this mindful community together. Let's keep moving forward toward peace, clarity, and abundance. How inner calm opens the door to outer abundance. In a fast-paced world where success is often defined by how much you own or how high you climb, Buddhism invites us to look inward. It teaches that true wealth begins with peace of mind. This isn't just a spiritual ideal. It's a practical truth that can transform how you live, earn, and thrive. Let's explore how inner tranquility and material abundance are not opposites, but deeply connected through Buddhist wisdom. Number 1. Inner peace creates mental clarity. When we cultivate inner peace, we begin to experience a profound shift in how we think, act, and respond to the world around us. A calm mind doesn't just feel better, it functions better. It sees more clearly, chooses more wisely, and acts more purposefully. In our busy, fast-paced lives, stress and distraction have become almost normalized, leading many of us to operate on autopilot, reacting rather than responding, surviving rather than living. But Buddhist wisdom teaches that clarity arises when the mind becomes still, not when it is overwhelmed. The Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This means that our inner state profoundly shapes our outer reality. When the noise of fear, anger, or anxiety settles, what remains is a clarity that allows us to act with compassion, confidence, and wisdom. This is not just a spiritual idea, it's practical and grounded in real life. For example, when you approach your finances with a clear and calm mind, you're less likely to overspend impulsively or chase risky investments. Instead, you start making mindful decisions that align with your long-term goals. In relationships, clarity helps you listen deeply, communicate honestly, and let go of unnecessary drama. In your career, it allows you to prioritize effectively and respond to challenges without being consumed by them. As the Zen proverb goes, when the mind is clear, the path is clear. And this clarity is cultivated through practices like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and even simple moments of stillness in nature. Small acts that quiet the mind and open the heart. Many people think that abundance means having more, but true abundance comes from needing less and understanding what truly matters. A peaceful mind doesn't chase endlessly, it chooses wisely, and through this calm, a person begins to attract the kind of outer abundance that is sustainable and fulfilling, healthy relationships, steady progress, and a life of purpose. This is beautifully expressed in the Dhammapada, where it says, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." We begin to see that real success doesn't come from doing more, but from doing what matters most, with full awareness and an open heart. In modern life, where multitasking is praised and busyness is worn like a badge of honor, we often overlook the power of doing nothing just for a moment. But in those quiet spaces, your inner wisdom speaks. It's the voice that says, slow down, breathe, and see clearly. That's why creating a practice, even if it's 5 minutes a day where you simply sit and observe your thoughts without judgment, can be transformative. It's in that stillness that inspiration is born, problems unravel, and peace begins to lead the way. As Thich Nhat Hanh wisely said, peace is present right here and now, in ourselves and in everything we do and see. We don't have to wait for everything in our life to be perfect before we feel calm. We can learn to carry calmness within us, like a steady flame in the middle of a storm. From that place, we begin to build a life that is not only successful, but deeply aligned, rooted in values and full of joy. So let us return again and again to the quiet center within, for it is there that abundance begins, not in the world outside, but in the stillness of the heart. Number 2. The law of cause and effect, karma. Let's talk about something deeply powerful but often misunderstood, the law of cause and effect, which many know as karma. In Buddhism, karma isn't some mystical force that randomly rewards or punishes people. It's much simpler and more logical than that. Karma is about the natural results that come from our actions, thoughts, and intentions. Everything in life arises from causes and conditions. That means nothing just happens without reason, and every small action you take creates a ripple that affects not only your life, but also the world around you. So when your inner state is calm, truly calm, not just surface level, your choices begin to reflect that calmness. You act with patience rather than impulsiveness, with compassion rather than judgment, and with mindfulness instead of distraction. And these actions, grounded in awareness and kindness, naturally bring better results. This is karma in motion. Have you ever noticed how some people, even in the face of challenges, seem to draw support, opportunities, and respect without even trying too hard? It's not luck or coincidence. It's the quiet power of consistency in doing good. When your heart is centered and your actions are sincere, people trust you and life responds to you differently. As Buddha taught, with our thoughts we make the world. When we align our inner peace with compassionate action, we start to create a world around us that reflects those same qualities. This is the bridge between inner calm and outer abundance. It's not about chasing wealth or success. Those things can come, but they are not the goal. The goal is to live in a way that is deeply aligned with truth, with goodness, and with clarity. And when we live like that, outer abundance becomes a natural result, not because we demanded it, but because we invited it by how we live. So ask yourself, what kind of energy are you putting out into the world each day? Are your actions rooted in stress, fear, or ego? Or are they rooted in love, generosity, and presence? When you wake up in the morning, are your first thoughts filled with gratitude or worry? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about noticing. Awareness is the first step to change. If we want to experience abundance in our outer lives, whether that means stronger relationships, meaningful work, or even financial stability, it has to start with the seeds we're planting inside. And those seeds grow through our daily choices. One kind word, one act of patience, one moment of being truly present with someone. These aren't small things. They are the foundations of a life that flows with harmony. Now, let's be honest, this path isn't always easy. It requires self-awareness, self-discipline, and a willingness to pause when reacting would be easier. But every time you choose stillness over stress or kindness over blame, you shift the direction of your life. You begin to build karma that supports peace, and that peace naturally leads to abundance. Not forced abundance, but abundance that flows like a river, steady, clear, and nourishing to everything it touches. And in that flow, you don't have to strive so hard. You just have to stay rooted in your truth and let your actions reflect it. So here's the lesson. Inner peace isn't something separate from outer success. It's the foundation of it. When you cultivate your inner world with mindfulness, compassion, and clarity, your outer world begins to reflect that same balance. This is the true essence of karma. Not fear-based, not superstitious, but deeply empowering, because it means that every step you take in peace is a step toward a more abundant life. What seeds are you planting today, and how will they shape your tomorrow? Number 3. Detachment reduces fear and increases courage. Let's talk about something that may surprise you. Real courage, the kind that leads to outer success, often begins not with striving harder, but with letting go. Detachment isn't about becoming indifferent or giving up on your dreams. It's about stepping into a place where your peace of mind isn't constantly at the mercy of outcomes. When you're too attached to a specific result, whether it's a job promotion, a relationship working out, or a project going viral, you create inattention. You start acting from fear, from lack, from the anxiety of what if it doesn't work. And in that space, your energy becomes scattered, your decisions reactive. But when you let go of attachment, something beautiful happens. Your fear begins to dissolve, and your natural courage rises. You move forward not because you're desperate to win, but because you're rooted in clarity and confidence, regardless of how things turn out. Have you ever noticed how calm people often seem stronger? There's a saying from the Dhammapada, "From craving springs grief, from craving springs fear." For one who is wholly free from craving, there is no grief. So how fear? This kind of fearlessness doesn't come from bravado or arrogance. It comes from inner freedom. You begin to realize that you don't have to cling to things to be okay, that even if things don't go your way, you won't break. You'll bend, you'll learn, you'll grow. That's real strength. That's the confidence people are drawn to, the kind that naturally attracts abundance. Whether that's opportunities, people, or ideas that align with your path, you become magnetic not because you're chasing, but because you're centered. So let me ask you, what are you holding on to so tightly that it's keeping you from moving forward? Is it the fear of failure, the belief that you must succeed at all costs, or maybe the idea that your worth depends on how others see you? When we gently loosen that grip, when we stop saying, "I need this," or "I'll be nothing," and start saying, "I will do my best and accept whatever comes," we step into a space where real power lives. And from that space, action becomes easier, creativity flows, and relationships deepen. Because you're no longer acting from pressure, but from presence. In my own life, I've found that the more I practice this kind of detachment, the less life feels like a constant fight. Opportunities start showing up, not because I'm forcing them, but because I'm finally aligned with them. And this isn't magic. it's mindfulness, it's Buddhist wisdom in action. As Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh said, letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. And when you are happy and free inside, the outer world begins to reflect that peace. So the question remains, what would your life look like if you stopped chasing and started trusting? If you stopped clinging and started flowing? Think about that, and maybe today, just for a moment, try loosening your grip. See what opens up. If you've made it this far, you're already taking the first step toward unlocking true abundance. From the inside out. Comment below with "Calm Abundance" to affirm your commitment to cultivating inner peace and outer prosperity. Don't click away. There's still more wisdom ahead to help you align your inner world with the abundance waiting for you in the outer one. Stay with us to the end and discover how calm truly creates success. Number 4. Right livelihood builds long-term wealth. In the Buddha's Noble Eightfold Path, one teaching that stands out for those seeking both spiritual and material well-being is right livelihood. This principle gently guides us to earn our living in a way that causes no harm to others or the world around us. In a world that often pushes the idea that success is about hustling harder, climbing over others, or cutting ethical corners to get ahead, this teaching offers a powerful reminder. How we make our money deeply affects not only our outer circumstances, but also our inner peace. It's not just about the number in your bank account, it's about the energy behind it. When we align our work with our values, whether we're running a business, working a job, or offering a service, we invite a kind of wealth that nourishes the heart as much as the wallet. This alignment helps to reduce the inner conflict that arises when we feel pressured to compromise our integrity for financial gain. And over time, this harmony becomes the true foundation of long-term abundance. In today's fast-paced society, many of us feel caught in jobs that don't resonate with our deeper purpose or feel emotionally draining, yet we continue because of financial obligations or fear of instability. While these feelings are real and valid, the path of right livelihood doesn't mean we must quit our jobs overnight or make perfect choices immediately. It encourages us to slowly shift our awareness, beginning with small decisions that are rooted in compassion and responsibility. For example, asking ourselves if the work we do helps others, if it's honest, or if it respects life. Even within challenging circumstances, we can find ways to infuse our actions with mindfulness and kindness. This shift often leads to unexpected clarity. Perhaps we start to see new opportunities that better fit our values, or we become more fulfilled by the positive impact of our current work. Either way, peace begins to settle in, because our actions begin to reflect who we truly are inside. Moreover, when our livelihood is aligned with ethical principles, we build trust, not just with others, but also with ourselves. This inner trust brings confidence, steadiness, and a sense of dignity that no external success can fully provide. People are drawn to work that is honest and heartfelt, and over time, this sincerity builds a reputation that attracts support, collaboration, and growth. This is why some people with modest incomes live with greater joy and contentment than others who seem wealthy, but carry a constant sense of dissatisfaction. They are rich not just in resources, but in relationships, purpose, and peace of mind. Right livelihood reminds us that true wealth includes our emotional and spiritual well-being, and when these are in balance, the material abundance often follows, not as a forced chase, but as a natural result of inner alignment. So, if you're navigating a season of questioning your career, facing financial stress, or wondering how to build a more meaningful life, let this teaching be a compass rather than a rulebook. Start where you are. Look gently at what you do, how it impacts the world, and what small changes could bring more integrity and kindness into your work. Every choice made with awareness plants a seed for future abundance, not just in your bank account, but in your heart and your life. As you walk this path with sincerity, you begin to discover that the peace you cultivate within starts to reflect outward, attracting people, opportunities, and energy that support your highest good. In this way, right livelihood becomes not only a path to ethical wealth, but a doorway to deep inner calm and lasting fulfillment. Number 5. Gratitude and contentment attract more abundance. Let's talk about something truly powerful, how gratitude and contentment can open the door to real abundance in your life. In Buddhist teachings, there's a beautiful word for this, santuthi, which means contentment. But don't misunderstand. Contentment doesn't mean giving up on dreams or settling for less. Instead, it means living with a full heart, grounded in the present moment, knowing that what you already have is enough for now. And when you live from that space, not from fear or lack, but from inner peace, you create the right conditions for more good things to naturally flow into your life. Gratitude in this way acts like a magnet. The more genuinely thankful you are, the more you begin to notice the richness that already surrounds you. And that awareness, that recognition, somehow draws even more into your experience. Ask yourself, when was the last time you paused and truly felt grateful? Not just for the big things, but for the small ones, like a deep breath, a friend's smile, or the quiet of early morning. That's where the shift begins. Let me share a story from the Zen tradition that captures this spirit. A wealthy man once came to a Zen master, deeply frustrated and restless. He had everything, money, status, comfort. But he confessed, "I still feel empty. I keep wanting more." The master silently poured tea into the man's cup until it overflowed. The man quickly said, "Stop, it's full." The master looked at him and said, "Exactly. You are like this cup, full of wanting, so there's no room for peace to enter." That story has stuck with me for years, because it reminds us, when we are overflowing with desire and dissatisfaction, there's no space left to experience the abundance that's already here. A grateful heart, on the other hand, is like an open cup, ready to receive and savor what life offers. Think about the people you admire, the ones who radiate calm, generosity, and inner strength. Have you noticed how they often seem deeply fulfilled, even if they don't have everything by worldly standards? That's not a coincidence. Their peace draws people in. Their contentment is magnetic. Why? Because when you're not constantly chasing something outside yourself, you're able to show up fully for life. You become more aware, more generous, and strangely enough, life starts offering you more, not because you chased it, but because you stopped chasing and started noticing. This is the paradox of abundance. You receive more when you realize you already have enough. So I invite you to reflect on this. What are 3 things you're truly grateful for right now? Not as a list to check off, but as a feeling to sit with. How would your day change if you approached it from a place of appreciation instead of lack? This shift in mindset doesn't just bring more peace, it brings clarity. It allows you to make wiser choices, to build better relationships, and to live with a sense of meaning that no material success can give on its own. Here's the lesson. Contentment is not complacency, it's strength. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you, it's about seeing clearly. When you live with a peaceful heart and recognize what's already good, you create space for more good to arrive. True abundance flows not from having more, but from needing less. And from that place, you can live a life that feels whole, because it is. As we've explored today, these 6 numbers are not just about luck. They are gentle reminders of deeper truths: wisdom, gratitude, purpose, and the inner clarity that leads to outer abundance. When we align our thoughts with intention and our actions with compassion, we create the conditions for prosperity to naturally unfold. So, on this special Thursday, the 22nd of May, may these teachings guide you to greater focus, peace, and well-being. If you found value in today's video, please take a moment to like, share it with others who may benefit, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming videos, filled with ancient teachings and modern insight to support your path. Until next time, stay mindful, stay kind, and may your journey be filled with light and wisdom.